It's said everyone has a story, and China has almost 1.4 billion of them. From the megacities to the vast countryside, from the ancient to the ultra-modern, it's our job to bring these stories to you, direct from one of the most rapidly changing nations on the planet. I'm Yao Qian, you're watching China's global television network CGTN, and we are rediscovering China. This is the Miao heartland. The Miao are one of China's oldest ethnic minority groups, a people whose history is traced back beyond 5 millennia. After centuries of migration, more than half of China's Miao population settled in the south of the country, in and around Guizhou, one of China's poorest provinces. In this Beijing museum, a selection of ceremonial costumes from a few of more than 100 Miao tribes. Each garment adorned with its tribe's unique style of embroidery. The hand-stitched patterns and motifs are as individual to the ladies who wear them as a signature is on paper.
苗族刺绣呢，通常是一种妈妈教给女儿的形式。苗族的女孩子通常是在6岁，就是刚刚开始跟着母亲学做家务，然后学做农活的时候，同时就开始做刺绣。她们虽然没有文字，是通过服饰上面刺绣颜色作为一个符号，作为图文来记载她们的历史。在我们眼里，它就是服装很美，它是艺术品。但是对于苗族来说呢，它是他自己身份的象征，是他一个族群识别的一种符号。那么他们以这种不同的苗绣呢，来表达我是谁，我从哪儿来。最近几年，我们在下到乡村里面去做田野考察的时候，发现呢，苗绣的状态不容乐观。一般妈妈们呢，通常都会离开家乡，到外地去打工，从事一些其他的工作。那么呢，女儿在家里面更多的时间是花在学校读书上面，她们没有时间、没有精力在如她的母亲或者是祖母那样，从小的时候就开始学习苗绣，导致呢，现在我们能够见到的纯手工的刺绣的这种苗族的这个技艺呢，已经在慢慢的衰落。
So this is not just the clothing and handicraft of the Miao people. This is a major part of what's left of their history and tradition. But because of the pressures of modern-day society, the future of all this hangs by a thread. The mountains of Guizhou. Keen to understand how the embroidery I had just discovered might be about to disappear, I travelled to Yanzhai, a Miao village nestled deep inside a valley more than an hour's drive from the nearest city. I could already see how modern-day living seemed to be overtaking the past, with newly built, colourful concrete homes lining my route into the village. With old and new jostling for space on this hillside, was there still a place for embroidery here? I met with local community leader Da Fun, who's been working on reviving the skill. Da Fun. 谢谢你邀请我来。你好，你好。你好，你好。欢迎，欢迎，欢迎。来。哦，谢谢。Hello。我好，来，欢迎，欢迎。姐姐，快点，快点。来来来，去拿凳子给那个老师坐下子。姐姐，快点，去拿凳子来。This is a typical family in this village. Dafan has got 4 children, and their father has to work some 1,500 kilometers away. Zhang Hao's very good at speaking English and writing it. Write me some English.
Family. Welcome to my family.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Zhang Hao.
Please, please.
Ah, it's lunchtime already. I came at a good time.
Please?
Come.
Come.
This is Dafan's kitchen. A simple stove on a stone floor, where she cooks for her 4 children, her nephew, and her in-laws. Dafan's cooking is excellent all the same. After lunch, while Dafan freshened up, even though it wasn't easy, her family finally found a use for a television presenter.
呀，来，我带你去个地方，跟我来。
你要带我去哪里？
我要带你去我们村里面那个绣的最好的绣娘家里面看一下。
好。
注意啊。
OK。
是哪里呀
Let's go. Come on. So you're learning from these ladies?
是的，这个就是我们那个绣的最好的那个绣娘。
很远。
这两个白金可能给。
太恶，你不能太恶别。
One of these panels takes up to 4 months of solid work to accomplish.
So, in this village at least, the art of embroidery is still alive. But for how long?
像他们老一辈的呢，很少跟外面沟通，他们就是听不懂外面的语言。他们虽然手艺是很精的，就是他们的语言沟通是无法沟通的。像我们这年轻的这一辈呢，跟外面的人沟通，就是手艺还不怎么有他们老一辈的精。
That's because in Dafan's village, most of the younger people have gone. Only the old remain, often having to care for their grandchildren, most of whom have been left behind. There just hasn't been enough work here for their parents. As it is, Dafan has to look after the children, the house, the animals and the vegetable garden, and has taken over the role her mother-in-law had until a few years ago. That's when Dafan worked away, earning the equivalent of $300 to $450 a month and living off less than $1,000 a year.
Dafan, why did you leave the village so many years ago?
因为以前就像我家里面负担也挺重的，毕竟有几个小孩。你看像这个房间，几个人挤一张床，现在孩子大了，毕竟要分床睡嘛，在外面肯定多一点点。像我们村的话，大多数都是这样的。因为基本上都是爷爷奶奶、外婆、外公带，像年轻人都出去外面打工了，有时候1、2年才回来一次，基本上回来都要我婆婆带，都基本上都不认识我们，都不要我们带了，感觉那时候心里也是挺难过的。现在小孩稍微长大了，就是有点叛逆了，就是想回家来带一下他们，而且家里面我婆婆她也老了，也想照顾她老人一下。
The children have gotten used to having their mother home again, and Dafan's eldest, Zhang Yi, is now getting used to being a daughter again too. For years she acted up as parent for her siblings. When her mother returned, she was only 10 years old.
之前爸爸妈妈他们都不在家，然后就有我还有奶奶一起照顾我弟弟妹妹他们。
Do you miss your parents when they're away?
想啊，就想着他们什么时候才能回来，然后我才不用干那么多活，然后他们就可以带弟弟妹妹，然后我可以放松。就是他们去那么远的地方打工，就是为了赚钱，然后让我们上学。打电话来的时候，他们说。他们叫我们，就是冷天气的时候，他们叫我们多穿点衣服，然后还问我们在家里面有没有钱花了什么的。其实他们在那边其实也生活得很不容易啊。我希望爸爸妈妈永远的就在家里面可以陪着我吗？妈妈，我爱你。
我也爱你们，让你们能够让你觉得幸福，妈妈什么都可以爱你。
我真的哭了。
啊，哭了，
妈妈，
哭了。
妈，让你好好休息。 妈妈以为我在家陪着的，抱一下我的宝宝。长大了，就是报社了。
拜拜，听话啊，去学校好好学习啊。有什么回来跟妈妈说一下啊。好。
Ensuring Zhang Yi learns embroidery skills seems a distant luxury right now. There is no doubt that the preservation of Miao embroidery is important, but how does it stack up against the welfare and future of Miao children? In the capital, a fashion consultant has been working on a solution that will make the heritage of the Miao pay for a better future for its people. Lina Deng is bringing this high culture to the world of haute couture.
那我可能把这个图案给拆解了。
因为这完全是一个传统美的一个东西，但是你说游客有的时候淡季啊旺季，而且买一个就够，
而且关键就是可能当时一时兴起买起来，真的回家之后你其实也不会用了。你说这个东西，如果你现在觉得它好看，你愿意花钱去买，然后你在后面再有这个故事，有这个背书，他会觉得这个东西买了特别物有所值。所以他们真的是以后得学会在不同的材料上面，他们必须得研究这个，因为以后有订单的话，客人不见得要绣在什么上面。
就是现在这个绣娘都是这种，如果要接商业订单的话，都不足以支撑。
对，这是肯定的。
商业订单就需要设计师经过他的这个培训之后，他至少知道说商业要求是什么。
And it seems clear there is a market for Miao embroidery, as Lina has already worked with fashion houses such as Guizhou to promote the needlework. I went to meet Lina in Jidao village, which is just down the road from her own home city of Kaili in Guizhou. It's where her efforts to promote Miao embroidery began.
Hi, Yang.
So nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my village.
Your village. Thank you for bringing me here.
Yeah, I will show you amazing village. It's a very beautiful place.
Lina, why did you choose to help this village first?
It's 7 years ago. I just started to set up the Happiness Fund. And I came to here, visit almost 10 different villages. Then we have 2 rules to decide how to choose the target. I have to see the economic environment is not very good. And the second one, they really have amazing handicrafts. You know the land booklet?
Yes, heard about this.
Yeah, you know this? This stitch is come from this village named double needle stitch. It's a very traditional one. But when I first time come to here, it's only one old grandma can do this.
Please, take me to see.
Come on.
On the banks of the Bala River, Jidao. Not just a picturesque setting, but also a village prospering, thanks in part to the revival of its embroidery. Here, classes are a regular fixture. Because of Lina's efforts, many Miao women along the Bala River can now double needle stitch and have a potential source of income. Inspiration from their village leader to show them what each stitch can bring them closer to. There's community and camaraderie here where novices rub shoulders with masters. The youngest student from Jidao is at least 40. The ladies wearing cloth on their heads are over 60, all sewing together a future. It seems incredible that in a village of around 1,200 people, there was once only one left able to embroider, and while there now are many, there's still only one grand master.
Oh, she's here. Hi, Yang. Hey. 这个朋友来看你啊。
Mongo吧。
婆婆。
Mongo, what have you got here?
These clothes come from at least 80 years ago. come from Miao's mom. When her mom married, the bride did for herself. And when she was 15 years, her mom passed away, but she found she cannot do this as well as her mom.
This is an excellent example of that double needle stitching.
Yes.
All through this garment.
From mother to daughter, a priceless heirloom. The embroidery adorning it a little faded, but still very much intact. Just like the skills Young inherited and has now passed on to others. The centerpiece being the double needle stitch. The sewing of a pattern using 2 needles, financial value of their work.
It's been a while since Lena was last in this village, so some of the senior embroiderers are very keen to show her how their work has advanced while she's been away. Let's have a look.
我们一个一个拿印欣赏啊，从这些开始，这是大姐做的。我的，她就是有，她就是送她的姑娘，我就是没有，我就是照她的图片，就是来做老艺术的那个。哦，这个图片呀，对。 还有呢，你看他们现在做成穿便装，变奏也用双针绣。
所以你们绣得好，你们原本就会绣，只是不绣，现在越绣越好。
所以觉得非常的开心。大姐在我们就是连老，就是连会绣来啊。大姐是老师了，大姐是老师来讲课的。好，这也是大姐绣的。 因为通过你们来帮我们做这个双针绕线绣的这个技艺的和恢复嘛，然后可以说是现在我们所有的绣娘都会了。现在有多少人？差不多有近1000人了吧，1000人左右了吧，真的，反正每天都在绣，这个真的是已经复活了。什么叫复活？
真的变成生活的一部分了。
对，而且不光是我们这个寨子的影响，我们这个支系的苗寨的妇女们，她们都来我们这里学习。我们这个支系影响了整个巴拉河流域。
Ina's project is also making great progress, and the network of organizations lining up to support the project is growing too.
And what are the future projects? What are you currently looking at to help raise funds and bring Miao Embroidery forward?
We report to the Song Qingling Foundation, a very professional charity foundation in China. And also the people come from the government to work together. About 2 years ago, the UNDP also joined this program. We have a very small team, went to the village, work very close to the Miao women to help build up their own business organization to promote their product.
But many of these ladies have limited entrepreneurial experience. Traditionally, of course, Miao women created embroidery for their personal use, and certainly not as a major source of revenue. So the project uses fun competitions to encourage them to reassess the value of their work. They might be voting with leaves, but they win real money. A bit like their double needle stitch, it's about intertwining sewing technique with business savvy, together to create something special. In Guizhou, everyone is winning. Not so long ago, these women were earning a personal income of around $230 a year doing basic farm work. As embroiderers, they've been able to triple that figure. So homes in Guizhou now have amenities such as washing machines and fitted bathrooms that people in other villages in the area can still only dream about.
Nina, can I ask you, what is it like to be an ambassador for the Miao ladies and Miao heritage?
After the 7 years, it's already a lot of people know this, and they will call me, Lina, I want to know the project and to see what we can do together. So I invited the fashion designer, went to the Miao village, face-to-face talked to the Miao people, and some of them did a fashion show in Paris, and sometimes fashion people send a business order to the village. We have the fashion show in Paris one time, and another time we have the exhibition in Paris, of course also during the fashion week. We invited a lot of designer, artists, and fashion people, and the celebrity come to the opening ceremony, and ask all the friends I can find. And we have more than 10 days exhibition. Everybody is so exciting to see the amazing pieces. And a lot of people went to there, stay there in the middle night. They don't want to leave. Past 7 years, this project has given me more than I have put in.
The first village I visited, Yanzhai, is the latest to be included in the Happiness Fund project, and I dropped in on their inaugural Miao Embroidery training class, just as it says on the banner. Standing below it, representatives from Lina's project partners, the Sung Ching Ling Foundation, the United Nations Development Programme and Kaili City Council. Although this film isn't about them, without them, none of this would have been possible. But these ladies already have skills, as we saw earlier. Indeed, some of the students say that their needlework is better than the teachers. But the embroidery in Yanzhai village is generating little income, as we know. And without a financial incentive, theirs will be the last generation here who can produce such fine work. So they're also being taught how to adapt their craft so that it appeals to the fashion conscious, so that it sells. After the class, I had some inspiration to offer Da Fen.
这个绣花只是说有时间的时候来绣，这个不是主要的。这个市场，如果你光靠我们这个是卖不起的，没有人懂，没有人要的，也不值钱了，这个也不值钱的。
I've got something to show you I brought from Beijing. I don't know if you recognize anything in this. Have a look.
哇，这不是那个赵薇吗？哇。
对对。
哎，是哎。 这是我们描绣啊，哎，对，这个裙子，这个裙子就是我家也有这样的裙子，就是我们穿的就是这个裙子。
How do you feel when you see this in the magazine?
从来没有这么，从来都不敢想，不知道，都不知道我们还有这么厉害的，我们描绣也这么厉害。
This is being worn by a model on an international publication. And this is your village's embroidery.
这个可能就是我对于我们来说，可能是天方夜谭了，从来不想，不敢有这方面的想，对，从来不敢想说我的作品能登上这么大一个舞台，从来没敢这么想。
So does it inspire you with your embroidery?
如果我们描绣，如果说能够到外面发展的很好的话，我们就没有必要说出去外面打工了。就是因为它能够给我们带来的经济，去外面也是同样是挣钱，在家里面也是同样挣钱。那我何必不如在家里面，我还能够带孩子，我还能照顾老人，是吧？像我女儿现在她有12岁了嘛，我就是也想准备为她绣上什么嫁妆。 你看呢？我看那边那地上呢，那边那地不好嘛？那边那地不好，你知道吧？我跟按那边那地不好，那嘞，那个历史边呢？那历史边那边那地不好了。
现在跑那个哪叫？
跑哪叫？
叫这边干那边哦。
东汉呢，就是有相当比起的话，那边东汉呢，已经有其他国家引起的那边我的明星的这都了呢。哦。要相当比所有人总是别来干那边东汉呢。
That it is, as are its people.
妈妈，你看，好漂亮，好漂亮。
There may well be good cause for celebration, but what's been achieved so far is only a start. Dafan knows that a lot of challenges lie ahead. While there are still the old women around to teach them, she and her generation must master the traditional embroidery skills while also coming to terms with such modern concepts as marketing.
Embroidery isn't simply preserving the heritage of the Miao people, it's helping to keep families together. I've begun to think of each member of a family like Dafan as a colourful, strong silk thread. Their lives are interwoven along with those of the other villagers in intricate and unique patterns. And as the skill of embroidery is rediscovered here, those patterns will become all the more vibrant and richer. And these good people will be making history together well into the future. On China, out of China, this week and every week, I'm Yao Chin, and we are Rediscovering China.